You are so worthy of having the kind of life that you want to have. And it's going to be challenging to get there. And there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to face that sometimes it feels like you'd rather just sit in the comfort and avoid. I just want to remind you that you're so worth it though. You're worth facing those challenges so that you can have a better life for yourself. So that you can wake up every morning feeling like, yup, I'm happy with this. Like, let's go and get them, you know? But you need to believe that you're worthy of that kind of life as well, because it's going to take work and effort by you to reach it. So don't deprive yourself of joy like that. And if it's hard to imagine it, just ask yourself where those thought patterns or belief systems might have been created. Because in a lot of our cultures, you know, I guess happiness is something that has always been either limited or earned, something that has just always kind of been sabotaged, I've noticed, you know? I think a lot of our beautiful families have found comfort in more of the struggles, including myself, you know? So learning to walk out of the struggles and into the light, that in itself is a challenge, because every part of you is so used to being in that place of everything is wrong and, you know, having things to, I guess, blame and feel bad for yourself about, you know, we get stuck in that. And part of us loves it. It's comfortable. We feel safe in there. You know, it's easier because it means that we don't need to change. We can just keep feeling bad and thinking that things are happening to us instead of realizing things are happening through us. But once you realize that like life actually is happening through you, my dear, it means that like you have so much more control and power than you think. It also means that you're responsible for most of what you experience, you know, on some level. At least how you experience it is your responsibility, the way you perceive it. But until you change those belief systems that say life is hard and that you need to struggle, then it is going to keep being that way, because as soon as things start to look up a bit, you won't even realize it, but your subconscious mind will get you to go sabotage it in all kinds of ways. As simple as you might even just freeze. You know, the body works so hard at keeping its belief systems intact for its outside reality to be reflective of them. So it will literally shut your body down sometimes, like make you freeze. So it's about, I guess, now really looking into those belief systems, seeing where you can change them, how you can change them. Our lives end up becoming like a self-perpetuating prison where we just create all of our own suffering because of the assumptions we've got in our mind. So until you assume differently about life, your life will just keep looking the same way, in a way that might not be very pleasant, because it's usually just a bunch of stories that have been passed down one generation to another. But I want you to know that you can do it if you put your mind to it. And know that you're supported throughout it by a force that you might not be able to see with your eyes, but you can feel them with your heart. And they're guiding you every step of the way. They're just like waiting for you to reach this higher potential. And if you walk with them, walk with the signs and the nudges, the intuitive hits, the synchronicities, then the path will be clear, you know? It might not be easy, but it'll be clear and you'll know to take one step after another. And each door you go through, another one will present itself and you'll get closer and closer to the life you want to live. But it just does take you believing in yourself. That's like the ultimate criteria. And wanting to, having a will for a better life. You'd be surprised at how many of us don't actually even want that. Like you think you do, you think you want a better life, but then as soon as you start walking towards it, how many of us go right back to the old ways and the old life? How many of us love to just sit in the sadness or whatever it be, just wallow, you know? That as well is a choice for us, isn't it? If there's one thing that you might want to take away from this video is just actually sussing out whether you might actually want a better life, or if there's a belief system in there that is tying you down to a life of struggle, you know?